if you don't win the first one, DeMarco.
1-0 for the week. Shut your ass up. Mina Kimes, Ryan Clark. Who else picked against the Rams?
Not me.
DeAndre, Laura, everybody in the back.
Bonjour.
All quiet
Hi.
now, huh?
All I know how to say is Murphy.
Houston's defense is all that.
I think the defense is pretty good.
They are good.
Yeah.
They were flying around that
They
field,
are very
man.
good.
I was with
I
you
will
until
give them
that
their
one. I'm
props.
like, wait.
But give credit to the Rams defense. A
Yeah.
5-point lead, and they made it stand up for 2 quarters.
Take out
2 quarters against Stroud. That is amazing. Great job. Great job by McVay. 1-0 for the week. That's awesome.
last game of the regular season against the Seahawks. They didn't play any of their guys, so I'm throwing that one
Yeah.
away. The Philadelphia game, you're playing against the eventual Super Bowl champion. They're a really good team, so they were able to score more than 10 points. But the Rams have held their opponents, taking that Philadelphia game to under 10 points 4 times in a row.
Yes, they're good.
This is a real defense.
You're going to start thinking of Chris Shula as a head coaching candidate soon. Jared Verse is from planet Aaron Donald. He is completely wild and undisciplined and the best playmaker you have. I kid you not. Production equal tolerance. He freelanced so much yesterday and got away with it. One more thing. Byron Young is playing inspired football.
Yeah, he was good.
I've never seen a dude like that hold his ground. I mean, he is really, really making a name for himself. And Nate Landman. How about the Landman punch, baby?
No more peanut punch. It's
Yes.
the Landman punch after that. That saved the game. You know, the
Saved everything,
I don't want to say the offense put them in a tough spot. Colby Parkinson put them in a tough spot with a fumble, but they asked a lot of that defense. Only 14. You score 14 points in the NFL, you're probably going to lose most games.
True.
Right?
And I do like C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud
CJ's
is a
good.
very good quarterback.
I agree.
It was a very simplistic offense, and I think you took advantage of a very bad offensive line.
A very bad offensive
Yes.
line and a team that was lacking weapons. No Tank
Yes.
Dell, no Christian Kirk. They did not have their
No.
full. They did a really good job on Nico Collins. I
Yes.
thought that the
Way to go,
defense was
Akello.
Akello was
Way to
fantastic.
go, Akello Witherspoon. And that's the only surprise from the weekend that Darius Williams did not play. That surprised me. But I did say way back in the spring, I said Emmanuel Forbes is going to wind up starting for you.
You did say that.
I thought he was going to take Akello's spot, not Darius. I haven't got an answer there, but I thought the corners, the DBs, everybody, even Q Lake with the 2 holding calls, I thought they all played great on defense.
Yeah,
there's a lot left there, a lot of room to grow, but they did the job yesterday.
I think you're exactly right. I thought that this was – I was listening to McVay talk to JB and Maurice after the game, and
Maurice.
he gave Maurice a hard time, called him soft for you know.
Would you have run it on that play? Maurice always wants to run. He's a running back. You got to throw. You got to go for the neck there.
With Matthew Stafford as my quarterback, I trust him to throw the ball.
You have to. That's ball game right there.
If it's somebody – like if I got Mahomes, if I got Allen, if I got one of those guys, I'm throwing it. But if I'm half the teams in the league, I'm going to run it and punt it and make you use a timeout. Yeah,
I would hate to put that on the defense again. For right there, with all the money being on the offensive side and Matthew Stafford going over 60K, being the guy. What was the other thing? He's 17 years straight. He's the opening day starter. The record is just his. That's his day. You go for the neck there, and they got it done. So great win for this football team. There's a lot of room to grow. I thought the offense had chances to knock them out, and they couldn't get it done. You really did, especially after the Durant pick.
That was a great play.
It was a great play, and it was his second best play of the day.
What was the best
play it was on a screen play on a 3rd and 16 in the second quarter where they had numbers. If he doesn't make that play, that guy's still running. It was a 3rd and 6 give-up screen.
I don't remember that play.
It's in the I got it written down. In the second quarter, 3rd and 16, very early, they were giving up on a screen. If he doesn't make that, they got hat on a hat with a free runner.
Yeah.
That guy is still going. Durant makes a great play. But after that pick, that great play he made, you have got to move the football on offense. You have got to knock them out. That's the chance to end the game right there.
So let's start with that because I agree with you, and I'm fighting in my own head here. I'm of two minds of things here. That when I think of Sean McVay, I think of offense, I think of quarterbacks, I think of scoring a bunch of points, I think of sophisticated offense and all of this stuff. It's just that's the first thought that goes through my mind with Sean McVay. This team might be a defensive first team. And
right.
This
That's
team might be hey, look, it's not that your offense is not dynamic and explosive. I believe that the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come with Devontae. I think Matthew Stafford will find us all of those things. but you may have something really special on defense, especially with those guys up front.
And they're young.
And they're young, and they're fast,
and there's a lot of them.
Explosive, and there's a lot of them.
That D-line is young and deep, and they keep rolling guys at you. That's going to be the strength.
And that's why when you say, you can't ask your defense to do it again, I'm not so sure you can't. That those guys aren't capable of being, for many, many years it's been, let's win the game with our offense on the field, and now I feel comfortable with, hey, we can win the game with the defense on the field.
I would love it. I mean, defense going out, great. But here's the problem. When you give an offense so many looks at your defense, I don't care who you are, they're going to find a spot. Mm-hmm. They're going to find a way to get the ball. And Houston was moving the ball until Landman punched that thing out. So if you have a chance to end it, you end it, especially when you have a quarterback like that. But I would say this about this young defense and Sean McVay, to your point about him being an offensive guru. Yeah. Brian Billick went to Baltimore with the same sort of resume. Offensive guru, and he leaned into that defense and became a defensive-led football team. So I would say Sean McVay.
Ed Reed and Ray Lewis have something to do with that.
You have no choice but to go that way.
Yeah.
But I would say Sean McVay is the type of coach that can win no matter what type of team, no matter what style you have. He can adjust.
I might get this a little wrong. I know you know. Do either one of you guys know who Bum Phillips was?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No clue.
Okay. So Bum Phillips was this old-school NFL coach. He wore a big cowboy hat on the sidelines. He was Wade Phillips' dad.
That's his dad. Yeah.
So it's Wade Phillips. So old-ass Wade Phillips. It's his dad, okay, 1,000,000 years ago. And there was a quote with him. He goes, he could take yours and beat his, and he could take his and beat yours.
Oh, yes.
That just whatever it is that he's got, he's going to find a way to win. And I'm not so sure that McVay isn't one of those guys. Just give me guys. I'll figure it out.
Whatever's happening when you lose people and you just move on seamlessly, it's next man up, next play up. So I don't think he cares how he wins games as long as you win.
I don't either.
But really, I wouldn't want to put the defense back out there to ruin a good effort. And by letting Houston, letting something stupid get behind the defense and they score and you lose.
Look, I'm
win the
perfectly
game there.
fine with the call. It worked. It's all good. This is more of me complimenting the defense than criticizing the call. I'm not criticizing the call. It worked out great again, you have the two right guys running the play. You have Matthew Stafford making the throw. You have Puka running the route. It was the perfect call in the perfect spot, and it won in the game. And Puka is an absolute beast.
He's a monster.
Still not sure how he was still out there at the end of the game.
Okay,
but
I don't think
we go.
I don't think he was dinged. I think he took some hits.
Yeah.
And I think they got scared. I was so mad when they ripped him out of the offense
late in the second quarter
during that drive.
Yeah.
And then you reinsert him on fourth down.
Yeah.
It was weird, just on a couple of big hits.
Usually when the third-party observer says, pull that guy off the field, that's never a good sign.
That came from upstairs.
Yep.
It was weird. I was not a big fan of that crew, by the way.
The officiating crew?
Yeah, I think they let some things get out of hand. I mean, there's some things you have to flag. That Kobe Turner roughing the passer call, that was set up in the first quarter. They gave you warnings, and you don't get 2 steps to hit a quarterback. When the ball's gone and he screamed, ball's gone, you got to pull the landing gear up.
Yeah.
You can't just duck your head into a guy, but that's the way it went. But I thought offensively, they did enough to win the football game. Defensively, I thought they were absolutely special. And they were more dialed in than I thought. I mean,
the Rams.
They were. Chris Shula had them really dialed into every single play. When you watch that film and you see guys pursuing, you get all 11 to the football. The backside guy is tagging off the runner. That's how you know when guys are dialed in.
I think this is going to be one of these games that you fast forward to week 8, 9, 10, middle of the season, right?
Yes.
This is going to be a really good win.
I hope so.
I think the Texans are pretty good. I think that defense is very good. And we'll see how it all shakes out. But a win against again, this is, you're 1-0. You didn't fire your best shot. You were good, but there's still a lot of things to do. Your defense stood up and beat what I think is a pretty good team. I felt really good about it at the end of the day.
The only thing I'm worried about now is the physical toll it takes because Houston did the opposite of the Rams. They actually played their guys in preseason, or some. And you could tell that defense was flying around hitting
guys.
Right. So the Rams O-line took a hit. Steve Avila went out for a while and had to come back into the game late.
Too.
Bo Limmer had to play both guard spots.
Yeah.
He is my odds-on candidate for player of the day. When you have to play both guard spots, you're coming in as a backup.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Dotson also got rolled up. So what does this do to you long term? I hope this doesn't go into the category of when you play the Houston Texans, they beat you up that you lose the next week.
It's nice it's Tennessee next week. It's the right team at the right spot and take advantage of the rookie quarterback. We're just talking about that in crosstalk. It was a great first act. We haven't really talked about Devontae Adams. We will get into him and his debut as a Ram. We'll talk about Stafford, 60,000, and Oh, yeah, that Sunday night game last night, bananas.
Oh, my God.
Okay, you ready?
Wow. Yes.
15-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Do you know what the all-time NFL record is in that